Friday, May 29th, 4:37 p.m. New York time. Welcome back, investors, to Winning Wall Street's Money. Investing in stock indexes, wrapping up the end of the month. Do a top down. Last week, before the holiday weekend, I bought bullish swing positions in the S&P 500. I closed them this week for profits. Investing, swing trading, short term. Here we are in the S&P 500 cash index. Monthly chart. New high for the year. Took out the high of the prior month. Look at the candle on the far right. Huge bullish candle. Again, the trend is up. I'm buying on dips. So this is the monthly time frame. We're going to take it to the lower time frame after we look at the rest of the major stock indexes. The NASDAQ 100, very similar. All-time new high, big, strong green candle. NASDAQ 100 is part of the S&P 500. Dow Jones Industrial Average also made a new high for the year. It's also part of the S&P 500. We also took out that swing high over here. And also the trading range from the high to low is much smaller on the Dow than the first two I just showed you. The Dow transports inside candle for the month. It didn't take out the high nor the low. That means indecision on that index. It's part of the S&P 500. The Dow Jones Utilities, it actually made a lower low, lower high from the prior month. The prior month was the all-time high, and we rolled over. It's also part of the S&P 500. When the economy is looking bad, and when people think growth in the market is declining or not going to be momentum to the upside, they typically want to look for stocks that pay high dividends. The Dow Utilities, those companies pay high dividends. So it makes sense. The other stock indexes that are growth-oriented, momentum to the upside. And here we have momentum to the downside. The Russell 2000, all-time new high. Again, smaller trading range than the prior month. The Russell 2000, the rut, is not part of the S&P 500. And when the bond yields go higher, interest rates, this stock index is one of the ones to get first hurt, damage, panic selling, dumping, affected. Yeah, these are small companies. They borrow a lot of money. Do not massively cash flow. So we have that situation with bond yields, how they impact which stock indexes much more faster than other ones. Well, now let's take this to the lower time frame. We'll go to the weekly, since we just finished another week. Five-year chart. Each candle's a week. Yep, this week was the new high for the year. Look how small that trading range was. Earlier down here, prior weeks, big trading ranges, extremely bullish candles. And now we're going up on weakness. Very concerning. Again, I'm in cash. I took profits. I'm looking to buy back on the key levels on the lower end. NASDAQ 100 weekly, same thing. We have these big green candles down here, beginning of the trend, and now we're on weakness. Still bullish, but again, less price action to the upside. Getting thinner, concerning. And the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Look at here. See these big green candles? But look what was following by it. Little bodies, big wicks on the tops and bottoms, signs of distribution. big push, followed by another big push, high for the year. That's concerning. And the Dow Jones transports. Except for the week, look at that. The momentum's going back up to the upside. Now, the Dow Utilities on the weekly, look what it did. It broke the high of last week, closed back inside that range. So it looks like it might likely have a continuation down to the lower end. Key point right here, the bottom of that green candle. If it breaks that, momentum will have more shift to the downside. See this big red candle? That was panic selling, broke below the swing low. Natural retracement on weakness. And the Russell 2000 on the weekly. Yep, there we go. We gapped up, making that new high. And look how small that trading range is. Very small compared to the prior ones. Concerning. And we'll take it down to the daily chart. Same indexes, lower time frame. There we go. S&P 500 daily chart. A lot of gaps down here have not been filled. Concerning. And we have a dodgy candle forming up here. Wow. Thank goodness I closed my positions. And thank goodness I made profits. Little tiny dodgy candle up there. Very concerning. Dodgy candles means several things. It means indecision, means potential halfway point, potential reversal. Got a few of them here too. NASDAQ 100. Same thing. Look at that dodgy up there. And it actually closed red for the day. Gaps down here, not even filled yet. And the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Big, strong green candle up there. Doing better than the other ones. Nice gap down here, not even filled. Dow Transports. So we have a consolidation over here. Mixed signals, more likely. Rejections. Again, it's not leadership. It's just doing natural retracement of some areas here where there was panic selling. Now we're going to see over time, is it going to build a consolidation and that strength to continue up? Or is this doing a retracement and a fast sell-off? Might even be building a cup and handle. Here's the cup forming a handle. And the Dow Utilities, look at this daily chart. Like I said, selling off. Lower lows, lower highs. Doing an ABC pattern. A, B, C, D. Let's see if the Fibonacci, how far a retracement it did. Wow, it did the 0.618. So the high probability is, because the top of here, the bottom of there, that's A to B, and then the trend reversal, C to D. D went reversed right here, bearish pin bar, right around the 0.618. Probability is that it's not going to break below here. That being said, if it doesn't break down here, it might break by a few points or something, but the probability is on a retracement down here, might build consolidation or do a straight reversal back to the upside. That being said, this is the utility index. Again, if this is going to be becoming the new leadership, that'd be bad for the stocks on momentum, the growth stocks. Got to keep this here. Interesting. See how things play out down here. And the Russell 2000. Yesterday was the all-time high, and Friday we closed the inside candle. Solid body, equivalent to a red. Oof, that's concerning. Thank you as always, spending just a little time with me. That's it for the video. Thank you kindly for watching.